Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. And I feel ill prepared because I don't have no real thumbnail, y'all. Lord, look, I appreciate everybody who came in here, even though I don't have no thumbnail. I don't have no real title. Honey, I am so ill prepared, okay? It was a long day at work. I had a hair appointment, honey, and I just walked in the door about 7 minutes ago, y'all. So this is gonna be a real for sure play it by ear type of situation. All I have prepared is my fashion comments. But I'm happy y'all came around here because y'all know either way it go, I'm gonna have some foolishness to discuss, even if it won't be much more than an hour worth of conversation. I appreciate y'all for coming through anyway. I feel so ill prepared, okay? But look, still please by all means subscribe to my channel, become a JayBird, because it's the thing to do. Like the video, comment in the comment section, share the video as well. You can follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, and TikTok. Y'all, I'm not prepared. Okay, I am not prepared. Look, all I got for y'all is some fashion stuff, and a couple of topics. Okay, a couple of topics. But girl, it was bare today. Okay, the bare necessities is all we have. Anyway, how y'all doing? Happy Wednesday, happy hump day, happy hump day to you, happy hump day to me, happy hump day to all the humpers around here, one way or the other. Okay, now look, the streets is real bare, honey. Look, my hair, I got my hair done. Tell y'all, just came in from getting my hair done by my stylist Monique. Okay, and it's pouring down rain outside. Pouring down rain. Y'all, the long day I had at work, I got lost going to get my hair done because the directions for some reason told me to go a different way. And I thought it was because of an accident. It's just been, it's some things. It's some things. Okay. But we're here together. Okay, we're here together. We'll have a good time. Okay, we're going to discuss some things, discuss some fashion, discuss some people. You know what I'm saying? But hi to all the JayBirds, to the mods, to the members, the new members and the old members, the new JayBirds, the old JayBirds, everybody around here. How you doing? Okay, how you doing? How is everyone doing? I don't think I was that late. Thank God. Okay, it was around 9:15. Okay, when I came on here. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna entertain y'all one way or the other. Okay. But hi, hello, 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 hello. It was a day. It was a day. Okay. And I'm not sure I cancel my live. I don't have to cancel because I at least got the fashion together. We don't care much. I'll be like, Lord, what's the thumbnail gonna be, Jesus? But y'all know for me, I'm like, this is the place to have conversation, and it does not always have to be about celebrities. Okay, let them use you, let them use you, let them use you, let them use you. Thank you so much. I feel beautiful. Yeah, my nails are blue. I don't know if I can see it. It's blue. It's very much so blue. Blue, 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 blue. Yeah, GBS. Look, I have always, I've been going to the same college forever. The girl who do my hair, she has been doing my hair since I was in high school. We're the same age. I think she may be a year or two older than me, but she's forever. And I know where her place is at, but I always still do directions in case it's acting somewhere. And when it had me come, I'm like, why is it had me come up on Evergreen? Okay. And it's like, turn left. I'm like, turn left. Okay. And I ended up like in a residential area. And I'm like, I don't have time for somebody telling me I pulled up their driveway, they shot me. And so I was like, Mama, what's the address? I'm like, because I don't know why, but it took me like behind the building. I don't know why. It was so stupid. It was so dumb. Okay. Bishop Robbery need to give my money since we making millions out of him. And he don't lie too, but he don't lie praying. We pray, we don't deal with that at all. Not 7 days of rain, 7 whole days. And not a word from you. 7 whole nights. I'm sorry, okay. But yeah, hey y'all. How y'all doing? Yeah, this blue, I put it's a video up on my IG page. This is like very much so like like a really bright, pretty blue. You know what I'm saying? I love doing my own nails. I did my own manicure and all that. So yeah, it's I love it. I love it. Okay. But yes. Here we are today. Now, I feel like celebrities have been chilling out. They ain't been tripping that much or whatever. Y'all know usually we try to get things together based on what's going on. But all day today, I've been like, it ain't much. It's we picking at scabs. And then some of the things I want to discuss, I was like, well, I'll put them on a thumbnail eventually. And I just never got around to it or whatever. But I'm like, we're going to have a conversation, y'all. I'm scrolling right now to be sure that's sort of past two. Because, usually from like 7 to 9, I'm like, okay, girl, get shit together. But I got my hair done. So I didn't have time to like really go back and look and nothing. Okay. And nothing. And that's the bad part. Okay. When there's nothing to discuss, but there's still things to discuss. So let me go to my save stuff. We're not going to be here long at all. Because yesterday, y'all look, y'all have been getting me because for the past 2 days, we have had Today's Wednesday. Monday, we was on live damn near 4 hours. Yesterday, it was damn near 3 hours. Okay, so today I want to keep it under 2 hours. That's what I want to do. You understand? I'm going to try. And again, it is what it is. So I want to share. I'm going to start with my thing right here. Okay. This is what I had done. All I had was the fashions and some stories from the Jasmine brands. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna need y'all content creators to do some videos about how y'all do so much in one day. Maybe I have more to feed 3 kids and husband. It's for sure. I know some YouTubers who are full-time YouTubers have more time to get things together. I know some of us work other full-time jobs, so this a little bit harder. For me, if I did not have other things to do, y'all would get way more content. Y'all would get way more content. It would not be as long the lives would not be as long because, when I'm off work, I got a couple hours to get y'all, then we done. Okay, then life starts. But I don't know. Sometimes I don't know. I'll be like, well, what that kind of time? Jesus, where did it come from? Okay. But let's get into some fashion. Okay. So look, y'all know it is still fashion week over there in Paris and Milan and wherever else. Okay. So I gathered some looks that I wanted to discuss, okay? Because I think it's the thing to do. Now, I may not remember a name or two. I'm gonna make this a big screen. Hold on. How can I make it a big screen? How can I make it a big screen? Is it this one? Okay, boom. So y'all can see it fully. Okay, so that way I'm not, cutting up on the sides. Okay, so we have Letitia Wright, Kate Blanchett. I always Turner. What's her name, y'all? Why do I always forget her name? Jody. Is it Jody Father Turner? It's Jody something. Demi Moore, and then Sophia Richie, who is Lionel Richie's daughter and Nicole Richie's sister. Okay. Now look, I feel like it's the season of pantsuits and long coats because it's fall now. And it's fine. Now, a few of these looks right here, good, bad, or indifferent, I like. Now, for Letitia, I feel like she always dresses the same. It's all like, I feel like her aesthetic is always the same. This is a cute suit. She real, chill with it. You know what I'm saying? I never see her dress like, I like her style, but I also feel like it's so simple. I be wanting a little bit more from her, but I guess it's fine. Nice little brown suit, fits her fine. You know what I'm saying? Some little pink leather shoes. Okay. Well, no, those are like Eddie Monster shoes. Those are Eddie Monster daughter shoes, whatever. Now, Kate Blanchett, I don't know why I know her name. I don't know not one of her movies, but I know who she is. I always know who she is, but I can't name not one movie she was in. It's weird. Now, her little pantsuit is cute. It reminds, like, I feel like if a bat was an outfit, is what she wearing. Like, it's a little bat wings. I feel like her shoes and her pants are like bat feet. It's weird in my opinion. I don't know why I was doing that way. But I like it. Even the middle part that looked like a sideways belt, it's just different. Hair is simple, face or whatever it is what it is. Something about it I don't like because it reminds me of a bat. I don't like bats at all. Now, yes, thank you, Jody Turner Smith. I always forget her name, even though I know exactly who she is, and it's because it's three names. Okay, I love her outfit, blue jeans, cute. Little, broad lit halter top. Okay, I love the little suit jacket as well. Shades, hair. I think there may be in some braids, what I was thinking, or whatever, some twist. Is giving me like fly girl chicness. Fully. Like, you can't tell me she ain't the baddest bitch walking, okay? You can't tell her she ain't the baddest bitch walking. So I love her outfit. Now, I almost did not even recognize that was Demi Moore. I don't know what surgeon Demi went to work on her face, because I feel like, not that she's had work done that makes her look different. I just feel like she's had work done that she hasn't aged naturally in the face for some reason. Like, her face is weird. Because I remember Demi Moore. I remember that I know her. And I remember when she was aging gracefully. And I feel like something happened to her face surgically, and I don't know why. Now, ain't nothing wrong with her outfit. She should pick that damn coat up off the floor. But I was like, that's Demi Moore. I was so confused. I'm like, I don't know if it's Botox. It may be Botox. She may have Botox her face to the gods, and her face don't move away from that face what she has right there. I was just confused. I was like, okay, yes, that's that's Demi Moore. And this is the thing, her face, like that's her face. Like I know that's her. It's just not naturally her. You know what I'm saying? Like, right, it's a whole new face. It's a whole new face. And I was like, child, I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna let her be. And then for the reason I put up Sophia Richie, now that is Lionel Richie's daughter. She's also Nicole Richie's sister. I love her outfit. I mainly love the coat. Y'all know I love a good coat. A good coat can be a whole outfit. But when you have a coat like that, the part of your clothes that a person see under your coat, it has to be just as chic. So the bright red shirt matches perfectly. Okay. And then the pants, like a darker gray pant, little black heel, is so nice. Okay. Now she looked like a president's daughter, but it still looked cute nonetheless. Okay. And now I'm just saying it's something different. Now, the next people we have up here, Taraji B. Henson, Winnie Harlow, Naomi Campbell, Willow Smith. I think that's Alexandria Shipp. I think that's her name. I can't remember. I may be messing it up. Now, one, I love Taraji's outfit. The baggy jean pants, the long trench coat, halter top, little braids to the back. And I love the fact that she's wearing heels with the jeans, because she could have worn a sneaker. She could have easily wore a little sneaker, and even though the jeans could be 1 or 2 inches shorter, I still like her outfit. Taraji, good. I love the color, the brown colors of it all. I love the fact that the jacket looked like it could be leather. Yeah, the pants could be leather too. But I love her look. The bamboo earrings is real, 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 real cute. Okay. Now, Winnie Harlow, who's decked out, and I think it's Fendi, decked out in Fendi, is the boot. Winnie looked like a model modeling clothes. She also looks great, but I'm like, when you in the Fendi boots, the Fendi jacket, the Fendi purse, it's like, okay, so did they pay you to wear all the Fendi? Maybe so. I don't know. I still like the outfit. It's fly as hell, but it would have been just as fly if she did not have on Fendi boots and the Fendi purse. Had she had on just some regular brown boots, it would have still been cute. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I do not like it when people have all the labels on. It's the whole Fendi fit. It's like, calm down a little more. This is okay. But I still like what she's wearing. For Naomi Campbell, I don't like this. It's too much hair. The outfit looks ill-fitted. It's such a blended color. I just don't like it. I don't. I really, really don't. And usually Naomi, is great fashionably, if you ask me, most of the time. But I don't like it. To me, the boots are too high. The skirt is too pulled up and tight for no reason. The jacket is too much. Like the hair, it's a bad wig. It's the sunglasses or whatever. And I feel like Naomi's usual, weave that she has would have been better. Even a shortcut, because we can't. It's just too much. I don't. It's weird. It don't work. It does not work. And maybe she wore a bad wig because she knew the outfit didn't work. For Willow Smith, I don't know what war she going to fight. I don't know what combat she's going to. I don't know. I don't mind the outfit either. It's fine. But like she looked like she's either going to fight a war or she is an astronaut who came back from outer space and now is being forced to do press. And astronauts to wear big ass boots, heavy coats, and cargo pants. But Willow is always dressing this differently. So you never know what she's gonna give you, okay? And then on the end, I believe her name was Alexandria Tripp, if I'm not mistaken. I loved her outfit only because it's so cute and petite. It's so cute. It's amazing. The skirt, even though the skirt is very, very short, we don't see cooch. You know what I'm saying? And then the heels, which look like to be burgundy, it's cute. I love her curls. I love the jacket, the little shirt underneath it. And it looked like she put that on. I love it when we see people and I'm like, they put that on. That ain't something somebody put them in. So I love it. You know what I'm saying? It's Fendi giving you mission robbery. A little bit, yes. But see, but with Whitney Harlow's outfit, that came from Fendi. I don't believe anything that Bishop Robbie wear came from Fendi, came from Gucci. I think it all came from a swap meet. Okay. Now, next up, who is it? I don't remember. So we have Kylie Jenner, Lori Harvey, Demi Lovato, Gabrielle Union, and Jordan Woods. Now, first of all, I don't understand why Kylie looked like that. I don't understand why is she trying to make it like she got a butt? I'm like, it looked like her back is broken. You know, it's a simple black dress with a fishnet around the waist. And her hair don't look done. It's a mess. It's some kitten heels, and maybe she don't like high heels. That's fine. Yeah, because I don't like heels either. The whole look is a mess, and you cannot go to Fashion Week looking a mess, and that looks a mess. You hear me? Lori Harvey, it's a jumpsuit. It's an overall. You know what I'm saying? If a car dealership mechanic wanted to be fashionable, that's what they would wear. I don't mind it. It's cute, but it looks frumpy on her. And I think it's because her clothes are usually so fitted. This just looked different. And there's nothing wrong with what she's wearing. I feel like it's one size too big. Because I get you, it's not supposed to be fitted at all. However, I feel like because she's already a petite girl, a petite woman for Lori Harvey, second picture, it could have been one size smaller and still been a bit baggy and not look too baggy. You know what I'm saying? But I like it, even if it was in a different color, if it was a two-tone color or something. But it looked like it's an overall, little jumpsuit for the mechanics. You hear me? Now, for Demi Lovato, her jacket is 4 or 5 inches too long. I don't want that jacket draping on the floor. Other than that, I love the outfit. It's just too long on her. And that's how we know sometimes people buy stuff that's not fitted for them. My thing be, I can buy stuff off the rack. Hey, I can buy something that will be too long for me because I'm buying stuff in Torrid, from Lane Bryant, from Old Navy. It's gonna be one length. But when you're a celebrity going to Fashion Week, I always feel like your clothes should be fitted to your body. Nothing should be too long. And that is just too long, which for me feel like it's made for someone taller. And if that's the case, that's cool. Get it to him, my love. But I still love it. I love the color and the vibe it gives. Gabby, who was in her pink and green era, okay, it's like, I'm here. I'm prim and proper. Leave me be. Okay. I like it though. It's very, very simple. I don't know which fashion show she was at. I love the mint green though. It's very cute to me. Hair up in a ponytail, cute, cute, cute. Now, Jordan Woods, who's on the end, I love it. Even love the black gloves. And y'all know usually I don't like gloves on people. Usually gloves aggravate my spirit, but I like the gloves on her. The bright yellow pant, and you see how the pants are perfectly hemmed for her height. We see her shoe as well. Now the pants could have been 1 inch longer, but they didn't have to be because she wants you to see her shoe. Okay. And then the black and yellow top, bumblebee feel is great in my opinion. I like it. I like it a lot. So for me, not Lori, girl, no, not Lori. Jordan Woods wins for sure in this yellow and black look. I love it. I love it. You hear me? Next up, who is it? I don't remember. Okay, we have some men's and some women's as well. Okay, we have the dude who name I don't know, but he played Elvis in that movie. We have Robert Pattinson, Erykah Badu, Usher, Tracy Ellis Ross, and her brother Aaron Ross. Okay, now the white dude played Elvis. That's his name in my head. You know, he's a handsome white man. You know what I'm saying? He's a handsome white man. I feel like he always looks like he smells like really good cologne. And he just got finished smoking a cigarette. That's the vibe he gives me. I like him. I like the suit as well. You know, even though he ain't got no shirt on under it, it's still cute. That's his vibe. Okay, it's cute. Now, Robert Pattinson, who I feel like can do better, it's like, sir, why do your outfit look like you lost 50 pounds and still wore the same clothes? It don't look like it fit him at all. And I don't get it. Okay, I don't like it. Erykah Badu and Usher were both at the same show. Not the Mad Hatter. The show they were at, people were dressed differently. So that was the theme of the fashion show. Now, y'all know Erykah Badu will always do an extra big ass hat for no damn reason. I would hate to sit behind her at a fashion show with that big ass hat on. Now, her outfit though, because let's forget the hat. We don't like the hat. The hat is whatever. Her outfit, I love it. I love it. Now, we can't see most of the shit because her braids are down to the ground. Okay. I wonder how long that took. I feel like I wonder, like, because Erykah used to have a lot of hair and she cut it all off. So I'm like, how long is her hair? Because I feel like getting on them braids, who's taking that shit out? That's a lot. But I love her outfit. And y'all know Erykah's different. Erykah be round here on her different bag. You know what I'm saying? She will never come anywhere dressed regular. Okay. If you see Erykah dressed regular, something wrong. It's a cry for help. Okay. I love her outfit. Again, the hat is too much, but the outfit I love. Now Usher, okay, who's big red dog in it, big red Dalmatian dog. You get me? Again, but the show they were at, I can't remember who it was, but I saw it was a lot of people who just dressed real differently. Okay, meaning the designer probably said, "Hey, wear my stuff," and my stuff is different. Usher in all red, you know, was giving Clifford the big red dog. It's giving Dalmatian at the same time. It was the red one or whatever. You know, the red glove, the red shoes, the black and red hat, black and red outfit. I get it. It's different. And again, it's fashion. We can move on and whatever. I'm believing B. Okay. But I'm like, I would have loved if that outfit, if he would have had on red pants and maybe a black shirt, I may have loved it even more. I just wish he had something else on black. You know what I'm saying? Because like a black shirt with those black and red pants would not match. But if he had on like, I don't know, because I love the coat too. The coat would have been great if he just had on red, like all red pants. Just saying. And then Tracy Ellis Ross and her brother Evan Ross, she's in all black, he's in brown. I love, if you see his coat is not dragging the ground. You want to know why? Because his coat was made to fit his body. You can always tell when somebody around here with a coat that do or don't match their body. Why is my ass coming on so much? I know it ain't. I put them on for every 12 minutes, and I feel like every 3 is popping on. I don't know why though, y'all. But I want my money, so please do it. Because it's what it is. But Evan's coats, yes, come on now. Wait, those coats say money. It says money. Okay. When you have a leather coat and it is not too long, not too short, and you can tell, because look at his arm, that the coat rests perfectly on his arm. You know what I'm saying? That's his coat. That's his coat. Okay. Tracy, I love, again, simple black top, black pants with a good old pointed toe heel. And y'all know we love her. Y'all know we love us some Tracy Ellis Ross. Y'all know. Matter of fact, I knew I saved it. Let me share my screen. Don't you leave. Look, because the coat look even, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Look at them the happy brother, sister around here on the Fashion Five. Okay. Look at my coat. Okay. Brother, sister things. Brother, sister. I love his coat, y'all. That coat spells, it yells money. That's his coat. That is his coat. And you can't tell me no different. You know what I'm saying? And I love the fact that he look like, I'm not even trying to impress y'all. This is my Tuesday coat. You ain't even seen my Wednesday coat, and let alone my Thursday coat. Okay? Look at my coat. You know what I'm saying? I love black people joy around here. Black people joy. Okay? Even if they got a white daddy. Just saying. Okay? And y'all know Tracy can't do no wrong in her eyes. That's what she do. And look at this. Okay? Even, again, look at this coat. It ain't too long. It ain't too big. It ain't too small. It fit, because his clothes fit his body. We love the Ross family around here. Evan Ross, Tracy Ellis Ross, the other Rosses. So for me, I love Tracy. I love Evan. Even Usher and Erykah Badu, I love all they fits. And again, when we watching Fashion Week stuff, it's always a little bit different. Always a little bit different. I think I may have one more. I think this is the last fashion thing. I can't remember because I just don't be thinking. Let me see. Yeah, that's the last one. We have is it Jenna Ortega, Yahara Shahidi, Issa Rae, another Kylie Jenner, which I forgot I put her on twice, and then Charlize Theron. Now, I love 4 out of 5 of these looks. Can y'all know which one I don't love? Can y'all guess which one I'm like, it's a no? For the first look for Jenna Ortega, who plays Wednesday on the show Wednesday on Netflix, it's a little witchy boot, little skirt, you know what I'm saying, a little top. I like it, you know what I'm saying, because it's cute, it's simple. Like, I'm happy the skirt isn't shorter. Now, she could have did a different heel with the shoe, but I like this. Gives me a Halloween feel because, it's Halloween time. It's fall time. I don't mind it. Okay? I don't mind it. I also love Yara Shahidi's outfit. Long skirt. The skirt could have been, 1 or 2 inches shorter, but I'm sure when she walks, it flows. A good old white shirt, a good old belt. It gives me simple and chic. You know what I'm saying? It's to me, it's also like farmyard meets chicness of a fashion show. Because the skirt, it's a little bit too long, and stuff. But I like the differentness of it. You know what I'm saying? A simple white shirt and a long ass dress, a skirt can go a whole long way. I absolutely love this outfit from Issa. And Issa with the little heel, the little purse, the yellow ensemble. I love it. Now I was mad because when I first saw it, it was at a bad angle. A very bad angle. But when I went and found like other, shots of the outfit from Issa, I was like, okay, this is good. This is amazing. You know what I'm saying? It gives elegance. It gives chic. It gives comfort because she looks comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like, again, I feel like when as long as it doesn't look like someone put you in clothes and you just walking, like she looked like, okay, even if someone put her in it, she wanted to wear it. I cannot stand Kylie's outfit. I hate her hair. The hair looked like some rocker stuff, and I'm like, ma'am, go do your hair. Go do your hair. Now I don't know if she's trying to give Beetlejuice vibes, if she wants somebody to Beetlejuice her, I'm not sure what she's doing. What I do know is I don't like it. Like whenever I see her, I feel like somebody put her in clothes and then push her out the door. I never feel like, I rarely feel like something she's wearing it because she wanted to wear it. Like, I don't see her sitting around with her stylist or whatever, or the wardrobe people, and saying, you know what, I want to wear this, Issa Laurent outfit. I want to wear. No, I feel like someone says, hey, you're going to pull some clothes or whatever, and you're going to wear them. And she then say, okay. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? It also gives cheap. Not even cheap. It gives new money. It gives new money, and I don't like new money. New money is loud, and it looks different. Okay, I don't like it. Now, Charlize Theron. The reason I like her outfit is because I've never seen it before, and I don't know if it's a crop top. I don't know if she has it tucked into a skirt. I don't know if it's a dress and maybe it was too much nippleage, and so she chose to put on it confuses me. It really confuses me. And for that reason, I was like, I kind of like it because I don't understand. And I love the skirt. I do. Now, she didn't have to put on that white shirt at all. The white shirt throws it off. But for some reason, it works in my head. I don't know why, though. I really don't know why. Because it's weird. And I think I love the skirt the most. And if the shirt was not a fully like white shirt, it may have been a better in my opinion or whatever. But something about this I like. You know what I'm saying? Because it looks different. And I feel like that's what fashion is. You don't want to see people always wearing the same things. Because seeing people always wearing the same things gets more. I come on, hit the wrong button. It makes things boring. And who wants boring? Nobody wants boring. Nobody at all. Okay. Now, that's all the fashion I had. Now, look, I told y'all before, I don't have much. We finna get into some random things. Okay, some random thing. Again, it'll be about an hour, y'all. That's it. Because I'm also tired. I want to go take a nap. Okay, but first, I need y'all to take 1 second and, you know what I'm saying, a little dance break. I had to just look over my stuff what I had saved, y'all. See, the rain already made my curls on the ends come out. Lord Jesus, the rain that messed my hair up. Let's get into stuff that's on my save stuff. Okay, we are gonna have some conversation. Then we're gonna go to bed. Okay. And I'm happy y'all like the dance break. Again, it's just something to, you know, to do. Anyway, so they saying around here that Jeannie Mai wants to save her marriage, that her and DT have been going through issues for a while. I feel like people are forgetting the fact that Jeannie and Jeezy was married in the pandemic. They were together during the pandemic, and I don't know if they had enough time to fully get to know each other before they became parents. And I'm not surprised that she's trying to save the marriage. I'm not surprised they're still saying that she was hurt and devastated learning about the divorce. In hopes they can work things out. You know, Gigi's still out here wearing his ring. So to me, that's even, I won't say it's even false hope, but it's giving hope that maybe something between them can happen. Maybe they can be happy. Maybe they can work it out. But it depends on the issues. And my thing is, if you've only been married for 2 years and y'all have been having trouble for a long time, I think some people have to understand some marriages are not supposed to last. It doesn't mean anyone should give up on their marriage without trying. But I also feel like some folk have to get, if it's over, sometime let it be over. Because if y'all are supposed to be together, it'll happen. It'll happen. But I would never want to be a person fighting for a marriage that somebody is just trying to get out of. Okay, you don't want me no more. And I've been trying to make this work. If I had been, because I feel like it's not as if Jeezy or Jeannie had not been trying to make it work. Let's just say they've been trying to make it work for 2 years, and in 2 years they ain't did nothing. This is when I feel like people should fight for their marriage. And this is my opinion. When you've been with somebody, y'all been through things, y'all 4, 5, 6 years in, fight for that because y'all have history. When you've been dating somebody and y'all were dating, got married, and had a baby within, let's say, 3 or 4 years, that's still new. That's still new to me. So it's like, are you fighting to save what you worked so hard for? Or are you fighting for the image of husband, wife, baby? Are you fighting for the image of your marriage? Or for the marriage, for the love of it all? Even for Jeezy, is he divorcing her because it's just too hard to do the work? Because he could also be, wanting to divorce her because that's just the easy way out. It's easier to leave than to fix myself or to wait for her to fix her. Like, it can go either way. But I'm not surprised because she was, sad or whatever when the first marriage, ended. So I'm not surprised. What I will say is, I feel like once you see somebody like don't want to be with you, okay, I'm gonna let you be. Get out of my face. I don't want to deal with you no more. Okay. I want to touch on. Wait, I want to get the right screenshot up here. Okay. I want to touch on the fact that Love and Hip Hop aired the little special on Spice and Erica Mena and all that stuff last night. Now, a lot of folk had issue with the conversation of it all, what's gonna happen, why ain't Erica Mena involved, and blah 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 blah. I did not watch the full thing. I watched though like an 8-minute part of it where they were sitting around there. They played, what was said and saw what was said and all of that. And I don't understand I don't understand why people are saying, oh, they dragging it out. I'm like, you either want people to have real conversations about stuff or not. Like, I'm like, why y'all are sitting there talking about it? Like, you're supposed to talk about it. That's something that is supposed to be done. And I like the fact that they have Black people having the conversation, the uncomfortable conversation. I like the fact that they said it's one thing when someone say, oh, she called her a monkey, a blue monkey. It's something different when you see the scene and you see how Erica said it, the aggressiveness in her, how upset she was, and blah, 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 blah. And when she said the blue book, she was saying it in the way that we felt she was saying it. And when they played they played a scene they clipped out where we seen Yandy talking to Erica after it happened, and she said, I wanted to talk to Erica to explain. Maybe she don't know the history behind Black people being called a monkey. Maybe she said, let me enlighten her. And in the scene when Yandy is trying to just explain it, Erica don't want to listen. And so for me, when Erica in scene, there was no backlash, she didn't care to hear somebody who's Black explain to her why what she did was offensive. And when she said to Yandy, well, Yandy, no, you wanted to be offended. You wanted to be. And I was like, what the fuck? I said, what? So I'm like watching it. I'm like, if some people just don't want to admit what Erica did was offensive. They want to hang on to, if someone mentioned my kids, and like Yandy, I think Yandy said it, and it was Yandy, it was a couple people on there who said, if someone says something about my kids, I am gonna go off. But my reaction would not be to say something in a racial manner. That's the part I feel like folks are forgetting. No one is saying, oh, she shouldn't have said nothing. No, there was 1,000 other offensive things that would have been offensive to Spice, of that's who's mad at, versus using something, calling somebody she called her a monkey, a blue monkey, and made monkey noises for a reason. Yeah. And Erica was like, smile. It was, and I'm like, people are ignoring the fact that what she did was actually offensive. They're acting as if we're overreacting. Like, oh, she only called her a giraffe. No, you call her something that has meaning to it. That's the gotcha for me. Like I said before, had Erica said anything, Erica gonna say anything else that wasn't racist, that just wasn't racist. When your response goes to that's who you are. And when Spice said, I exposed the racist, because look at what she did. And it's not only what she said then, we see her actions since then, how she's trying to kind of like get away from it, avoid it, not make it. Oh, it's weird how I still see folk defending Erica. I'm like, why y'all defending that lady? For what? She not sorry, because when she 1%, I don't remember saying it. To tell Yandy and Rashida, I'm pissed, and if someone called my kid, I would do it again. Well, I'm not saying I would say that. Well, yes, you are. You would, because you already have. So when people were upset that Erica was not a part of the round table discussion, I'm happy that VH1 or MTV, whoever Love Hip Hop, showed them trying to have a conversation with her, and she did not want to have it. So you can't say, well, I wasn't involved. They tried that before. If you notice, if I don't watch the show, but I see the clips. I see all the clips that are online. And when they tried, we saw each couple and each friend group, they all have talked about it. on the show. They all had separate kind, whatever. But when Yandy and Rashida was trying to talk to Erica about it on the show, she did not see what she did wrong. She played victim. I don't get why is it an issue? You want to be offended. Like, she did not want to have a conversation. That's, in my opinion, that's why she was not included in this. Right. She know what she said, when, why, how, and why. And when they played the playback, I was mad. I blacked out. If no one is saying, I want to reiterate for folks in the back, no one is saying she did not have a right to be upset and she blacked out. Cool. But when you black out and you say certain things, that shows who you are. If your white boss black out and call you N-word, 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 they can't say, well, I was upset. So I was, no, you went there because that's how you feel. And when they said Erica, because I think Yandy was saying, well, I wanted to give her the benefit of the doubt to think maybe she don't know. And either Jock or Scrappy said, nah, she knew. Like, watching it back, she knew. Because when Scrappy said, when he commented on social media, he hadn't even seen the clip yet. And once he saw it, he then changed his tune. But either Jock or Scrappy said, you can't be that close to us and be indoctrinated in what we do and how we are, and then want to play dumb when you do something offensive. You knew why you said it and how you said it. Yeah, on the special, that's my thing. People were upset, and I'm like, they had an actual professional there who was, not narrating, but who was, holding the conversation. And again, I only seen about 8 minutes of it. I'm probably go try to find it and watch it later on or whatever. But the 8 minutes I saw, they wasn't bashing Eric. They were discussing what happened and her antics after it happened and how it affects people. And why folk want to say, oh, well, her saying that she ain't talking about all black folks. She may not have been talking to all black people, but black people got upset. Because I'm like, no, not a monkey. And when they said, because she did not just call her a monkey, she made monkey noises and was being animated like she was acting like a monkey. That's the crazy part. And you should have died. Like, I'm like, so for anybody who feel like Erica should be involved in the conversation, anyone feel like she was, she's being used. No, they're using this moment like they should, as a teachable moment. That's what should have happened. Wholeheartedly. Because when you allow people to do things and you do not critique, you do not have a conversation, you don't discuss what happens, and you don't ask the people who know both parties how it made them feel, like they're supposed to have the conversation. The fact that some folk wanted them to just, move along and get up. No, let's talk about how it made people feel. You think, come on now, Blue Monkey was specific. So it aggravates me that people keep trying to find faults in the show. And let me be honest, I said it before, we said it yesterday. They knew she said that. But the kicker is, we now see they film stuff about her doing it. They let the cast talk about it, how they felt that, and that, and then want to show air, and they seen the backlash. Okay, we have to. When OG and them, when OG on Basketball Wives, when all that stuff was happening, we were pissed off, and we wanted them to have a conversation about what happened, and they never did properly. We were pissed that they did not have the conversation. And now y'all are pissed because they did have a conversation about something offensive happening. You can't have it both ways. You cannot. So I feel like the reason Erica was not involved was because she didn't want to be until she got fired. Even her saying, well, me and Spice should have been included. Why haven't you reached out to Spice? Because you saw what you said, filmed the confessional, and said, I'm so sorry for what I said. But you did not reach out to her privately for that. So it was a good 8 minutes. Because I only seen 8 minutes of it. And I'm like, I get it. I get why they did not include her. I see how they tried to have the fact that we know she did not tell Bambi and Sierra and them that she called Spice a monkey because she knew she was wrong. And the fact that Sierra she dead ass wrong. She did as wrong. And I don't get how y'all people think VH1 is wrong for airing it. Why? It's a reality show. That ain't scripted. Erica did not call Spice that one day while not filming somewhere off camera. It happened on the show. They discussed it happens on the show. And I don't care how I was filming, I kept filming. I told y'all, you can do something on your job and your boss might not see a big issue with it. But if the public finds out and your boss start getting, told that's not right, that person, your boss gonna take action and you will get fired. Because what you did offended a whole bunch of people. And sometimes some people, it may be example, and that happens to Erica. But this is the gotcha. Erica is not somebody who's never done it before. She's done it before. She's done. So that's my kicker. Y'all that should not be the hill y'all want to die on. Why?
Little nappy-headed children.
Drake! That was pretty good.
That was good, right?
Drake!
Yo, stop asking me about my kid. I don't be asking y'all about y'all fucking little nappy-headed children.
Drake! That was pretty good.
That was good, right?
Drake!
Yo, stop asking me about my kid. I don't be asking y'all about y'all fucking little nappy-headed children.
So when y'all want to act like, oh my God, why? No, she's wrong. It's wrong. Oh, not Erica. She didn't do anything wrong. It's me with the bullshit. Scrappy did an interview with Carlos King. And he discussed a plethora of things. Okay, plethora of things. Okay. He discussed Mama D being a pimp, Mama D, having living in a trap house, how Mama D allowed hookers and hoes to use the kids' room to service people. Or whatever. He discussed how, him and Diamond was together back in the day before Love Him I Got On or whatever. He discussed, Bambi not trusting him or whatever. It was a cool interview, but I also feel like I didn't learn anything more from the interview than I've learned from Scrappy on the show. I feel like the only thing could be they wanted Scrappy, Diamond, and Soulja Boy, whatever. But I feel like, we knew you needed to show. We knew that you and Diamond used to be together. Okay, we knew this, we knew that. Him saying, now he was giving Erica how he kept how great and beautiful Erica was. That was whatever. But seeing him talk about Bambi not perfect. Neither is Scrap. I still feel like both Bambi and Scrap played an active role in their marriage breaking apart. But hearing Scrap say, like, I was nervous to show my shows because, what I'm saying, she would get jealous. You know what I'm saying? Like, because somebody I used to deal with, was in Miami. If I like, I know where I can go and make some money. I can go to Miami, and he said, so I would go to Miami. She would feel like I was cheating. I'm like, Scrappy, because you were a cheater. I'm like, it's weird to me. Let's play the clip.
In your marriage with Bambi?
What you mean?
Like being with her and she feeling like you're out there doing something.
Yes, the whole time. I'm like, I could be going to the stores, not the stay, don't say that petty, but I could be going to the studio session. I could be going to Miami. I love going to Miami to get stress off. You know what I'm saying? I get like it's certain places in the world that I know is easy to I can get my money up. You know what I'm saying? So Miami, one of them places for me. You know what I'm saying? And she would just get mad because certain people would live there, but I'm like, I ain't.
Your exes would live there.
Yeah, live there or be down there or something like that. But I'm like, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? Let me live my life, cause it ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? But I feel it though. I feel on the same tip because I would kind of feel a certain kind of way too. But I have to have some proof, like, to really like fuck you about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you married to somebody, man, obviously y'all gonna be together for a long time. So you might want to like hold off of certain shit.
Scrappy, you sound stupid. And I feel like he's missing the point of, sir, you were cheating with her with other women. Like when you was messing around with Bambi, messing around with Shay, messing around with Erica Dixon, you know what I'm saying? You have a history of cheating. And y'all also didn't have a good marriage. It's in general. And if you saying, well, I want to let some stress off, I go to Miami, and you have exes who live in Miami who you've also cheated with in the past, what? And hell, I was scared to post my shows. Was you banging chicks? Was it chicks at your shows? If you rapping all day, why would that be a thing? So while I feel like Bambi did have an aura of her that was real hard, you know what I'm saying? But Scrappy gave off, I might cheat at any given moment. So she had a reason to feel like if you leave and you gone because you releasing some stress, you could possibly be cheating the whole time. That's what it said. You know what I'm saying? But I also feel like Scrappy never grew up. Like Scrappy's upbringing, and I'm like, the fact that his father was a pastor, I'm like, where was your daddy at when your mama was pimping? Yeah, what was it doing? I don't know. But Scrappy's upbringing, to me, made him this fucked up individual. He's not a horrible person. He just can't stay faithful. In my opinion, when things get hard in relationships, Scrap go out and cheat. And that's just his MO, in my opinion. Not factual, is my opinion, okay? When Scrap is in relationships and things get a little bit rough, y'all upset, y'all beefing, to him, that means it's hard over there. Let me go entertain somebody who makes it easier for me. And that's when he ends up cheating. Because each time we hear him messing with somebody else, it's all, well, me and her went on the best of terms. You know what I'm saying? I went over and talked to Shay. You know what I'm saying? And me and Shay looked like, I want to know what that look like. You know what I'm saying? It's always like, when something wasn't going right, you went off and did something else. Even with him and Bambi and Diamond, when he said, man, she was acting like she wanted a divorce. So we wasn't good. And you went and at least was talking to Diamond. That's crazy. Now, on the flip side, if he wasn't cheating, but Bambi was treating him like he was cheating, is she at fault? Because she's consistently badgering him or treating him as if he done something wrong and he hasn't. And then he go and do something wrong. Okay. But I'm like, you put that energy in the air because of how y'all got together. So I feel like Scrap not innocent, Bambi not innocent at all. Neither, they both play their part. But I'm like, you can't be with a man who you know was a cheater because of how y'all got together and how he's always been, and then feel like, well, because we got married, well, he's not gonna do this to me. But he will, and he ended up doing that. Okay. But I'm like, it's crazy. But I don't like him saying like, well, she was like, I was scared to put up my shows. No, you wasn't. You was out there fucking with people. Okay, out there fucking with people, and you should not do that. Okay, at all. Now, speaking of banging people, Brittany Renner, who I don't know, all I know is she like got knocked up by some young athlete or whatever, and she been around here forever. Now she was on. Let me get to it. Okay, she was talking with Shannon Sharp. Okay, and they were discussing stuff. Look at this.
Sex with 35 guys.
Oh, it's so low, y'all.
Okay.
You can't hear what she's saying. But she told him that she had sex with 35 guys. And Shannon Sharp out here drinking. I'm like, first of all, look, we finna have, let me get on screen. We finna have some real conversation around here. Okay? Ain't no judgment around here. Y'all know that's the rule. Ain't no judgments. Not around here. Okay. Somebody saying who's a grown adult, that person has had sex with 35 people. If you have been having sex, let's just say at the age of 18, at the age of 18, and you now, I don't know how old you are. You're 40. Okay. That's what, 22 years? If you've been having sex for 22 years, it's the possibility that your number could be 35. Now, it should not be 60. 60 is a large number. 60 is a large number in your 40s. But even that, I'm not, I remember when I was younger, when I was between the ages like 18 and 23, my friend Mama, she told us only immature people count how many people they slept with. Because why you count? I was like, not why you counting. Now, in my opinion, again, if you've been having sex from 18 years old to let's say 40, and you have 35 people, I mean, that ain't horrible. It really isn't. That's less than 2 people a year. That's also her business. But folk was saying, well, man, she said 35. It's probably a bigger number. I'm like, but okay, it's her cooch. It's her cooch. Now, I'm like, maybe don't get into the triple digits. Now, if you hit 100, that's a lot. That's a lot. But I don't feel like him acting like 35 was just a huge number. I mean, is she 20? Now, if she's 20, but she's not 20. You know what I'm saying? Right. And as long as if you're around here having protected fun, who cares? And I'm like, right, what? Why even ask the body count? Now, I don't know if he asked her or if she said it because it's only a clip of it or whatever. But I'm like, what's going? But Sukiana.
This is for the people that are judging Brittany Renner for saying that she slept with 35 men. She's living in her truth. And while you judging, you pointing one finger, but 1, 2, 3, 4 is pointing back at you.
Girl, you can't count. Did she count the 4 fingers?
3 is pointing back at you. Fuck all that. Let's talk about what y'all do. Let's talk about the skeletons in y'all closet. A lot of y'all sucking and fucking throughout the week.
Not throughout the week.
A lot of y'all sleeping with other people's husbands.
Not me.
Brothers.
I mean, he got brothers.
Daddies, baby daddies. I sleep with baby daddies too, but not if they're still there with their baby mama. Baby daddy's got the best dick. But let's fuck all that. Y'all think that little dick don't count as a body, and it does.
What? Wait, what? Who said little dick don't count? Who said that? I don't think little penis don't count. I don't. I mean, I feel like any size that enters the cave, okay, any size that enters the cave and is working in the cave, okay, is working in the cave, for at least 30 seconds, that counts. That counts. 30 seconds or less, that don't count. That don't count. Now, yeah, if you can't, like, if it's a micro in the cave, that don't count because it's not really in there. You know what I'm saying? And even for men's, if y'all put it in the cave, it's a count for y'all because y'all put y'all stuff in the cave. Y'all put y'all rock in the cave, and so that counts as a body. It do. But I don't think anyone should say that, you know what I'm saying, an itty bitty rock in the cave don't count. Now, there's also figments of our imaginations, and so I'll say you can have a category of figment of your imagination body counts, meaning it was a minute or less. Okay, because if any rock is thrown in the cave and it comes back out, within 60 seconds or whatever, and that's really it. That was a figment of my imagination session, and that person is in the figment of my imagination count. Okay. If you talk to a dude for less than 3 months, he was a figment of your imagination because it don't count. You didn't date that man. It was 3 months. It don't count. A figment of your imagination. That's what it is. But little dicks count.
I count it because I love little dick.
Now.
A lot of y'all think that money, getting paid to fuck, don't count as a body. It don't count to me because
no, it counts.
At the end of the day, that's business.
Well, that's okay. So if there's a cave that is being paid to be used, if somebody rents out your cave to throw the rocks in, okay, that still count. It's a body. It counts. So you gotta stop lying.
But a lot of y'all are really nasty. And you judging her, but you sleep with multiple guys throughout the year. Y'all nasty. Judging mama, she rich, you broke, bitch.
Not judge your mama. Lord, what my mama? Look, I gotta get creative with how I explain things. I don't know. Look, at the end of the day, girl, if we look, if it was round there, if it was in the cave for a long enough time, it counts. Now, if you forget that it was ever in your cave, that don't count. So one that you don't remember, do not count at all. Okay? Don't count at all. Nope. Now, next up, I had saved some stuff from the Jackson brand. Okay? So, Croy confirms family home is facing foreclosure. And the judge pissed at Kim because Kim Brown is skipping court dates. I have never in my life seen broke white people act so broke in my life while trying to act rich. I've never seen it. Okay, I look. Get y'all broke yourselves off my thing. And Kim trying to now. Somebody commented in my comment section told me that in Georgia, if you are married and going through divorce, that in Georgia it's against like the law to divorce if you're having sex. And I was like, that's a crazy ass law. Because what? I mean, I was like, really? I didn't, but I know some of these states have these weird ass laws for no time. Okay. For no time. For no reason, I meant. For no reason. And I was like, just stop. Just stop. Okay. Now, it says they was in court today. Okay. And they were supposed to be there virtually. Not in person. Virtually for court. Okay. For the separation, the divorce, and those things. Okay. But Kim didn't go because she's somewhere over there in Colombia. Okay, filming the surreal life because she needs some money. So she ain't show up. Now it say that she was traveling back. She couldn't sit down for a second for court. The judge said, you supposed to be here. You should be here. So now they got to go back to court on Friday. I would never be around here trying to stop the man who don't want to be with me. Again, I have never seen white people who are broke and act so broke and not get out my face with it. Okay? Get out my face. What else do we have? Let's see. Oh, Shakira. Why Shakira? Not a second time. Not a second time. Now I remember the first time Shakira was in the court system or whatever because she owed them people some money. Okay, owed them people some money. Now I don't play with I don't play with any of the alphabet boys. None of them. FBI, DEA, CIA, IRS. I don't play with them at all. Okay, now. She's again facing her second tax evasion case from Spain. Okay, she did not pay $7 million back in 2018. That's a lot of money. Now we saw her shaking her hips on the MTV Awards. Y'all think she was doing it for money? She made it for money. She need the money. I need that money, Nate. It's just weird that I'm like, is she saying she don't owe it? Okay. Anyway, but they say, according to reports, Colombia Secure, who's 46, is facing fraud for charges for allegedly failing to pay $7.1 million in US dollars. Okay. From income she made in 2018. I was like, why she keep doing that? Okay. They're saying that she was using offshore companies located in other places to avoid paying taxes in Spain. Meaning she kept doing that shit. You can't keep doing that. You just can't. Okay? It's stupid. Now she was already, facing charges for not paying $14.5 million from 2012 to 2014 taxes. So she not paying no taxes. Girl, look, they want their money. They want their money. If you do not live there, you don't have to pay taxes there. But they saying she was living here. However, she was making other addresses elsewhere, having other business elsewhere to make it seem like she did not live in Spain. So she did not have to pay taxes there. And the amount, again, it was 14.5 million from 2012 to 2014 taxes. And now they're saying there's an additional 7.1 mil from taxes she did not pay in 2018. If she owed 7 million in taxes, that means she was making even more. I'm not playing with the alphabet boys. Not on my watch. Not on my watch. Okay. What's next? So y'all know, we know Offset. Y'all know Offset. It's this little white girl. Okay. The Bobby girl. Now, I'm not on TikTok. Well, no, I am on TikTok, but I don't know enough about TikTok to know people of TikTok. Okay. The only person on TikTok I know is Keith Lee. And I follow him on IG. So this little white girl, Bobby, she does these monotone interviews. Okay.
I interview people
Why?
because I want to get to know them.
Why do you want to get to know me?
I didn't.
You did.
Your team reached out to mine.
Don't cap. Let's not cap about that. That's not flex for the gram. Uh-oh. CAP. Flag on the play. Cap.
What was that? Are you trying to make a song right now?
No, it was cap.
Okay. I honestly don't know how this came about. I'm not going to lie to you.
Me either.
Okay. Well, my team could have reached out to yours. I'm not going to. I don't want to make you look.
That's the little girl. Okay. I don't like interviews that seem like weirdly boring. I know Funny Marco does stuff like that, and supposedly the Funny Marco was a black guy. He kind of put her on, and now she's doing this too. It's people who interview you, but they act like they don't care. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's nothing. So her saying, "Well, your team reached out to me," he was like, "Nah, don't do that." Like I get like her thing. Well, not her. Her copying Funny Marco is I don't care. It is I don't care. I don't care. It's whatever. And he like, no, I don't care. Don't make it seem like I reached out to you. Don't do that. And what Jamil Hill was saying is because when that interview kind of went public or whatever, you know, she's like, as a journalist, I don't like how other entities are around here getting interviews with, you know, our people and kind of being used to make them more popular. I'm like, I don't know that little white girl, but I understand that, you know, Offset's team and other people's teams want their artists, want their person to reach a different audience. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like I want to be entertained. I don't like that slow, monotone, whatever. It makes me sleepy. And the fact that everybody now wants to do it is crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like there are other ways to cross over to different audiences, to get your client to different markets. Like, make it make sense. And Jamil, who feels like, you know, it's on some B of the S. It's on some B of the S. I can kind of agree. You know, she said, I don't find these types of interviews, girl, focus. I don't find these types of interviews particularly enjoyable or interesting. Instead, it just sadly points out how real hip hop journalism has been practically erased. Some of the media teams behind these artists aren't interested in them sitting down with credible people. I see the whole thing. Credible people. Where's the tweet? I can't see the tweet. Okay. Credible people who know how to tell stories and do quality interviews. Then they wonder why an artist's real story goes untold, neglected, or that artist is misunderstood. It's like when you see an interview and people don't have a proper follow-up. You know what I'm saying? They'll answer a question and they don't follow up with another question for that. And I do feel like sometimes the goal is more, well, get my person just on the air, and we don't care if it's good, bad, or indifferent, they're being seen. And Jamil's point is, if you go to a real journalist to do interviews, you will be seen. My thing is, people will, it's Offset. It's Offset ain't no new artist at all. And when your version of interviewing is basic and boring, and we don't really see the artists coming to one, Black podcasters, Black journalists, to hit their market of people. They're so concerned with crossing over, and sometimes not with their core fan, their core group of fans. Because I'm like, I would have never went to the Bobby Girl thing to see what Offset says. Whatever he's over there, I don't care. I do wish more actors, actors, artists, entertainers, their teams, like, you know what, we can do these things, but let's also be sure to go to the regular folk. You know what I'm saying? Go to folk who watch, go to folk who gonna buy my music. Go to folk who like me. I always say, even for some of the reality stars, like they be going on some of these popular people podcasts, but that's not who watching y'all show. That ain't who giving y'all ratings at all. And sometimes these big name stars are going to these other non-melanated people to get attention, and they're ignoring Black people. They're ignoring us, even though we would talk about them when white folk won't. So it's weird. I mean, people like podcasts. To me, this is a podcast because I sit here and talk about things, and we have conversations. And that's why I'm like, I don't ever want to rely on getting big names, getting big interviews, because when you don't have that and folks don't watch, what you go, like today, I put up this live. I have no real title, I have no real thumbnail, but I'm happy people still came to see what I had to say. Versus if I have a thumbnail that has, people, they all come. You know what I'm saying? It's you want to get to the point where people want to have a conversation about whatever, and then when folks come over for interviews, it'll come when it does. And it's just weird that people don't get, journalism is a thing. Some people need to know how to ask questions, and that's how, like, even Funky Dineva, let me see if I can find it. Funky Dineva had commented because Maddie is hosting. Let's find his page. What's Q's page? Maddie is hosting on TGI, the damn show that she's hosting on. And God, ignore his foot. He had bunion surgery. So they had a conversation. Maddie, Al, and Funky had a conversation about Angelica Ross. And a publication picked up the story, clipped in certain parts of it, but out of order, out of sequence, and Funky been catching backlash because they did not present the whole story. And sometimes some people, some of these blogs and stuff, they just want clickbait. They want somebody to see a salacious comment, see a salacious response, and then go off. Now, we know Funky has his time. We say some bullshit, but this wasn't that. And in real journalism, and real blogging, and real reporting, you would make sure to at least put out the story the right way. Not try to make it seem like something was said, something was done in a different way. Now, they pinned 2 posts on this thing or whatever, and we see both Funky and Maddie were commenting because Funky was then getting a backlash. And my point this is an example of people who don't really know how, like y'all know when I talk, it's a well-rounded conversation. It's informational. When I post on my IG a story, I post what it is. I don't post anything that will make someone have an assumption that something is something that it isn't. But this place, who plays some of the clips that they talk about, and I don't want to get into what it was saying or whatever, but this is how he's like, Funky said, please watch the whole clip. Maddie had the entire top of the discussion. This is just a snippet. The conversation was so robust. We went to commercial break and then came back and spent more time on the topic. But if people feel like
she had been on hiatus from work for a while,
even here he said, delete your original post and post the entire segment. How it happened. Maddie spoke first. It was actually Maddie what was cutting me off. Then the producers were forcing me to make us go to commercial. But what it is, they try to make you feel like, oh, well, Funky kept on cutting off Maddie and to make people be upset with him. So some of these blogs, some of these people will wholeheartedly put out something that isn't really true for shock value. The same way some of these blogs, some of these interviewers will interview people but don't really know what they're doing. And they be on some bullshit. So I agree with Jamil Hill that we hope artists these days will get back into talking to people who can have a full, well-rounded conversation. You know what I'm saying? What's up next? I may have 1 or 2 more things. We did that already because I had it in my IG. Kerry Washington. I want to touch on Kerry Washington and also Kirk Franklin. Kirk Franklin had a special on his YouTube where he had a conversation about finding out at 53 who he found his birth father at 53. It was a whole, like a 35-minute documentary that was so great. You know what I'm saying? And Kurt saying how, him and his mama don't get along that well at all. He's not close to them at all. He was adopted. The man he thought was his father. They didn't have a good, bond or whatever. And then while someone he knows was at a family member of his funeral, a friend of his mama's came. So, I used to date Deborah. And turns out that man was Kirk's birth father. Kirk never knew. The man never knew that this whole time. The man had a nice ass house. You know what I'm saying? And Kirk had a hard upbringing. The mama kept denying the fact that the 2 DNA tests, which proved this man was Kirk's father, she kept denying it. It was crazy. Kirk at that point in time had not talked to his mom in like 20 years. It was so crazy. And to see that being his story with his father, where his whole life he's felt like I'm not anyone's son. Like I'm not anyone's son. And at 53, he finds his father. He had to talk with his son, who, they had their own crazy relationship or whatever. And I feel like people don't understand everyone has a sort of father story. Kerry Washington, who found out that the man who's been raising her since she was born as her father is not her birth father. She was the result of a sperm donation. The mama they had in vitro, you know what I'm saying? But they never told her that her dad was not her dad. And when she was supposed to do some show about finding the truth about whatever, and about families, your family heritage or whatever, and the mom, she gonna find out because they're gonna do a DNA test. Because when you do when you try to find your lineage, your history, they do a DNA test. And so the parents knew we gotta tell her, because we can't have her go on the show and she gonna see stuff different between the people or whatever. And they told her how, well, your whole life, your dad is not your birth father. It was from a sperm bank. And she was like just shocked. She's been basically lied to her whole life. It's crazy how people have these different father stories. Even for me, like my birth father, like my mom and my birth father were married. My mom left him. My mom then met my dad. You know what I'm saying? They got married. My mom met my dad when I was in the first grade. And they were together up until he died in 2015. So that's my dad. My birth father is still alive to this day, but we just don't have the best relationship or whatever because of his choices. And I was like watching Kirk Franklin's documentary. I felt like the way he is with his mom, that's kind of how I am with my bio dad. Whereas I feel like Kirk's mom does not understand, it does not compute how much of a bad mother she was, an absentee mother she was. And even though she's alive still, and even though she's his birth mother, they don't have that bond. Like it ain't what it is. And with my bio father, I feel the same way. You are my birth father, you're still alive. You didn't raise me. You know what I'm saying? You didn't raise me. So it's weird that some birth parents feel like, well, you have to still respect me as your birth. I'm like, but you ain't around. You know what I'm saying? So Kirk's mom and even his auntie, who we don't really fuck with, they still felt like he had to respect them and regard them in their title of, mom and birth mom and auntie or whatever. And it was crazy that just wasn't what it was. And seeing Kirk's mom like say, well, no, the DNA test is wrong. And so they did another one. Well, that was wrong too. And she just would not admit, you fucked that man and that's the daddy. And I was like, why? I'm like, I don't get, because he like, I need this. Like, if you can just acknowledge that's my birth father. Because again, and the man lived like a few blocks away. And because they were so young, he like, I did not know she was pregnant. I had no idea. You know what I'm saying? We were kids. And for me, in my separate situation, like I know who my birth father is. I always have. Him and my mom was married. You know what I'm saying? I was in first grade when they separated, when my mom left him. So I have a knowledge of who he is. I know how he chose to be this in them streets and not be responsible for his children. None of us. You know what I'm saying? And for me, my dad is who raised me. So I think some people don't get blood don't make you family. Like for Carrie, even though the man who raised her is not her, blood bio parent, that's her dad. You know what I'm saying? That's who raised her. So there's always this notion that people think with blood is thicker than water. And I got her book. So I'm gonna read. I ordered her book. It came out yesterday, and I got it yesterday. So I want to read it because when a person raises you and that's your dad, I feel like finding out somebody else is your bio parent, to me, it shouldn't matter. Because the man who raised me is my dad. And like me and my bio father had a huge argument about that. Because, you know what I'm saying? I think he sees it as, well, that's your stepfather. And I'm like, no, nigga, that he raised me. Like, he raised me from first grade. Like, until I was 33 when he died. Like, that was, like, my formative years. He raised me. And so I feel like when somebody raises you, that's who you look at as your parent. And it doesn't mean your birth parent, ain't sure. Sometimes mean they ain't shit. Like okay, you a birth parent, cool. However, it's just different. So I think with Kirk, who knew his birth mom, was still adopted by somebody else, but still knew the birth mom. He had a man who he thought was his father, who they didn't have the best relationship, whatever. And he said that man died, and I still felt like he ain't give me nothing or whatever. Then for him to figure out or to find out who his birth father was, you know what I'm saying? And even the birth father being like shocked, like, I can't believe I had a son this whole time and I ain't know. You know what I'm saying? And so for him to have that narrative, and then for Kerry Washington, who just did not know because they never told her that that she was conceived, baby through in vitro. And I'm like, and hey Siri, how old is Kerry Washington?
Kerry Washington is 46 years old.
So to be 46 years old and know that for 46 years, this one man raised you as his child, and only because you were going to be on a TV show, looking up your lineage or whatever, they had to tell you what technically, he's not your bio father, or whatever. But I'm like, to me, that don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, that also means, one, they had some money. Right. They had some money. And they really wanted a child. But I also wonder why they didn't tell her. Because I do wonder if parents who use sperm banks, or parents who use donated eggs, or parents who use whatever, if they tell their children, like, hey, we're your parent, but just that you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure the brat and Judy would tell their child, their son, that he can, because it's two women. But I do wonder when a man and woman who are married, mother and father, have a kid, do they tell the person? You know what I'm saying? Because that's different than if you have two dads or two moms. If you have two dads, something came from somewhere else. If you have two moms, something came from somewhere else. When you have two, parent, a man and a woman, I do wonder how many parents choose not to tell their child for 46 years that, this is not your birth father. So I can't wait to read her book to see what all he said. But because I felt like when I watched Kurt Franklin, like, I cried. It was so, because like seeing him like saying how, like, I just want to be somebody's son, and I went through all these things in life, and even for how flawed I am, I have no idea what it means to be healed and whole, because I've been broken for so long, and I never have felt like, because my bio parent, my bio father, was not in my life, I never felt broken because of that at all. Because luckily, my mom met a great man, and that's my dad. So, got a bird. But it's just like different father stories. Kurt didn't know his. Carrie thought she knew hers. I knew my bio father, and he still, you know what I'm saying, it's a whole thing or whatever. But I'm a firm believer in the person who the egg came from, the person who the sperm came from. That's cool. That's cool. In my opinion, who raised you is your parent. Like, my mom is my mom. That's my mom. And my dad, you know what I'm saying, he rests in peace. Again, from first grade up until I was 30, my dad died 20%. I was 33. So he was literally the person who raised me. So for me, telling y'all a little bit of my business, it's awkward for me. Like, my grandfather just passed away with my bio dad's dad, and that caused a whole argument or whatever. Because let me tell what happened. So when my granddad passed away, me and my bio father had like a little, not an argument, but we were talking. It became a debate, and I'm like, all right, I'll let you go. I'll talk to you later. We hadn't talked since that debate we had, and when my grandfather passed away, because me and him weren't talking, I'm like, I don't want to call him, because again, I'm like, ain't no word to be said when somebody loses a parent. I know that from losing my dad. You know what I'm saying? So I sent my birth father a text. I sent him a nice text. I sent him 2 photos of me and my grandparents from years ago that I know he's never seen because he you know what I'm saying, he ain't even around. And I sent him a text like, hey, you know, I know there are no words to help you feel better when losing a parent, and I know how that feels, you know what I'm saying? But here are some pictures I know you haven't seen, and I hope it can bring you some happiness or some joy to see old photos of granddad or whatever. I love you, and I'll talk to you later. It was real simple text. And then he got upset because I said, I know what it feels like to lose a parent. And his response was, well, no, you don't. How you know? You know, that was your stepdaddy. And I was like, see? So for me, I feel like when some people think that if you lose a step parent, that isn't the same as losing a parent. And I was like, but damn, that's kind of crazy. Because when somebody raised you and that's your parent, like that's what it is. So I even, you know, it was a weird thing because I was like, well, who would say that? So I've always felt like the person that raised you is your parent. And so when I've never known anyone to say, well, you don't, you know, that ain't, I've never had that. Now, when I was watching The Chi, and on the show, if y'all have not seen The Chi, and I may be spoiling it, but it happened 2 episodes ago, on The Chi, when daddy died, okay, and his foster brother was sad about, like, man, he was like my father, but he wasn't your father. And I was like, I've never been around someone who said, but that ain't your daddy. I've never seen that in real life. And I was like, so for me, like, that's my trigger. So I'm like, when somebody raised you, that's who raised you. That's who raised you. So like, when Carrie, her dad raised her. He may not be her bio dad. You know what I'm saying? But he raised her. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Right. That man raised, look. I will, that if you want to argue with me, if you want to fight with me, try and tell me that the man who raised me ain't my dad. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, a parent is somebody who, like, can you imagine someone say your adopted parent, you can't really mourn your adopted parent because that ain't who, nigga, what? Right. Step parent, bio parents, foster parents, whatever, in-laws, whatever. So, you know, it's weird where I feel like people don't get and people don't understand family comes in different ways at different times. You know, even the fact that Kurt Franklin at 53 now knows who his birth father is, hopefully they can grow that bond. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully they can. And even with Kerry Washington, I hope she don't get too consumed. And I got to read the book. I hope she does not get too consumed with finding her birth father, because I'm like, does that matter? I feel like when people get pregnant from like sperm banks, like, don't go find that person. Don't go find that person. You know what I'm saying? Leave it be. Leave it be. Because it can be a whole lot. Okay. But that was my thoughts on the Kerry Washington situation, Kurt Franklin. And I just wanted to, because I was mad. When I told y'all, when I kept saying to y'all, it's been a tough couple weeks. That was because I was fussing. It was a lot going on with losing my grandfather, being busy at work, fussing with my brother. It was a whole bunch. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like people need to understand. Some people, me, feel like the person who raised you, that's your parent, and can't nobody. And I've never asked my brother, because my brother is my dad's bio son. You know what I'm saying? I've never asked my brother if he felt like he had more of a monopoly in losing our dad than me, because technically, you know what I'm saying, he was not my birth. But I'm like, my brother has been my brother since the first grade. Even saying I don't have a step brother. I have a brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm closer to my stepbrother than I am to my bio father's other children. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I respect bonds that are formed. I respect and acknowledge time, work, effort, love. Right. Nature versus nurture. And this is the funny part. People sometimes will see me and my brother or see me and my dad, and they'll say, "You look like your dad." And I have never said, "Well, technically he's my," you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, no, for some reason I do favor that nigga. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I just love the fact that I know who raised me, and and can't nobody take that shit from me. Okay. Now, lastly, and then we done. I got a couple of. Well, first, y'all, have y'all liked the video? Take a little second and like the video. Had to mix on up. Okay. So this is the end of the live. Okay. Look, I got a couple of DMs and a couple of folks sending me coleslaw, who I choose not to pay any attention to a lot anymore. I still follow her on IG on my burner page because you never know. However, I don't like having consistent conversations about her. Because it keeps her feeling like she's that bitch and she's not. So the YouTuber, Straight No Chaser girl, she had a conversation again last year, over a year ago at this point. Over a year ago, a conversation was had, and since then, she's put out this phone call in spurts, a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit everywhere. And Coleslaw was around here talking about Martell. She's talking about how Marceau cheated on Tisha, how Marceau said he would never be on social media, or he'll never be on the show and talk about his infidelity or whatever. I don't understand. One, I don't knock nobody else's hustle. And at a certain time, a phone call from Coleslaw was gold. Because one, she's insane. Okay. And for me, I just will watch it and talk shit about her, truthfully. But this one phone call, and I don't believe nothing she say. I don't. Whatever Coleslaw say is you don't know what truth or what's fact, because I can't say, well, I believe her when she says stuff about Marceau cheating on Tisha. I believe that, but I don't believe other things. So I feel like when you listen to the recorded phone call, one, I was aggravated because it was pots and pans, it was microwaves, I'm like, girl, like it was two friends on the phone talking. But I'm like, if you was going to record that thing, you could sit down and chill out. I don't need that bitch. But Coleslaw is a delusional grown woman. She was delusional in 2022. She's been delusional. Even her said how much he embarrassed her and that and this and that. The people who sent me the thing, I did not respond. I didn't want to seem mean. I'm not interested in nothing Coleslaw have to say that's old. Because all the stuff that she said a year ago, to me, it don't matter. Like, we know Martell ain't shit. We didn't believe Martell was really with Sheree. We know coleslaw is envious of Mel. And that's just that on that. And yeah, we used to have we used to have good watch-alongs to coleslaw shit. However, I'm like, she's never saying anything new. And for me, I'm like, a conversation that happened a year ago from coleslaw being released, now I'm like, it's the same delusional conversation. Martell likes me. He loves me. He wants to with me. You know what I'm saying? It's bullshit. Even the fact that at some point she was saying, well, Mel was an innocent bystander, and because she didn't ask for this, and then the blogger then said, well, no, because if you, and I'm like, what? And I'm like, anybody who can have a conversation with coleslaw, I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't know who played who. I don't know if the blogger girl was like trying to like just bait coleslaw into say bullshit about Mel, because that's usually what she do. I don't know if she really felt that way. I don't know at all. But I feel like coleslaw is literally old news, and I don't care. Again, coleslaw would have to come live currently on her own thing and say something for me to have a conversation. But I don't want no old shit. I don't. Like now, she be popping on live, I'll look at it and I'm like, I don't fight recording that shit. But I feel like it makes her feel like she's relevant, and she's not. She isn't. And if she's still with Martell today, fine. I don't care. But I'm like, I just do not want this whole. Every time Love and Midge Huntsville come back, people start posting coleslaw and she start going live. And I'm like, no tea, no shade. Coleslaw is a nobody. Not in life, but in general. She ain't did shit new. Nothing. And all she's saying is stuff Martell told her, and Martell's a liar. Hence the baby they have when he was pregnant. While he was married to his wife. Martell's a liar. Even her having conversation about, stuff she saw and things. I don't care. I don't trust her. I don't trust Martell. I don't trust Marcel. I don't trust none of them motherfuckers. The only one I trust is Mel. And this is why. We've seen all of Mel's drama. Mel no longer has no reason to lie. She has no reason to try to save face. Her husband has already cheated and had a baby on her. She has no reason to lie now because she's already had the most embarrassment. So when Mel be like, Martell on some bullshit, I believe Mel fully. Because we see he's always on some bullshit. And so is coleslaw. So when y'all see coleslaw, when if Straight No Chaser posts some newness, let me know. We should leave that conversation in 2022. I always say, don't come asking me shit about nothing that I moved past. That's done. That's over. When you come ask me about old shit, I know you want some bullshit. Bringing up coleslaw's conversation in 2022, that's nothing new. It's just bringing up old bullshit for no reason. It makes her feel special, and she's not. Okay? Anyway, y'all, that's it. I told y'all I didn't have much at all. We got 2 hours out of it, okay? And we're done. You know what I'm saying? Now, tomorrow, I will try to plan an actual live with actual things. We shall see what happens. But if nothing happens, we may not be live tomorrow, okay? But I hope y'all still enjoyed the night. Okay? A night of made-up topics. A night of made-up conversations. From body counts to step parents to all kind of things. Okay? But please make sure to subscribe to my channel. Comment in the comment section. Share the video. Like the video. Follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, and TikTok. I'm going to go to bed, y'all. I'm going to wrap my hair up and leave it be. But, that's it. That's all. I gotta go.